David loves Saul. From the New Catholic Picture Bible. David spares Saul's life, but takes his spear and water bottle. When David saw that Saul wanted to kill him, he fled into the wilderness. Saul said, "He shall surely die." At one time, David was hiding with a few men in a great cave near the Dead Sea. They were far back in the darkness of the cave, when they saw Saul come into the cave alone and lie down to sleep. David's men whispered to him, "Now is the time of which the Lord said, 'I will give your enemy into your hands, and you may do to him whatever you please.'" Then David went toward Saul very quietly with his sword in his hand. His men thought he would kill Saul, but instead he only cut off a part of Saul's long robe. As Saul left the cave, David called out from a distance, "My lord, the king, see this piece of your robe I have cut off? Could I not have killed you? Truly, I will not lay my hand on you." Not long afterwards, Saul was again seeking David in the wilderness of Judah with 3,000 men. From his hiding place in the mountains, David looked down on the plain and saw Saul's camp. That night, David and one of his men descended quietly and walked into the middle of Saul's camp while all his guards were asleep. Saul himself was sleeping with his spear standing in the ground at his head and a bottle of water near it. David's follower knew that David would not kill King Saul, and he said to David, "God has given your enemy into your hand again. Let me strike him through to the ground at one stroke, only once. I will not need to strike twice." But David said, "You shall not destroy him. Who can strike the anointed of the Lord without being guilty of a crime? Let the Lord strike him, or let him die when God wills it, but he shall not die by my hand. Let us take his spear and his water bottle, and let us go." They walked out of the camp without awakening anyone. In the morning, David called out to Saul's men, "Why have you not kept watch over your king? See, here is the king's spear and his bottle of water.